Hello everypony, Dale over here. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also warning, it's going to contain my personally stuffed and headcanons and stuff like that in My Little Pony, or what I think is going to happen. So if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So yesterday I have been talking a little bit with Second Opinion, and he was like telling me about like there's also like the necklace that Trixie wears that makes her evil, the Alicorn necklace, or how to say that, and that's still hidden somewhere, or Celestia put it away somewhere in the somewhere, we don't know. And I was also thinking like that could be an interesting weapon to give Queen Chrysalis. But I was actually myself thinking about the Necronomicon book. Now I know that the book is not called that in the show, but also a picture of it here. That's the book that turned Rarity evil, and like Spiky ate in the end of the episode. But we see in the background of one of the other later episodes that there is a book that looks like it that flies around in the background in the episode where Pinkie Pie is trying to give the perfect gift to her sister Maud. We see a book like looking like that in the background, and I feel like that could also be really interesting to have as a weapon to be used for Queen Chrysalis. Because like the book is like, yeah, with it's turning stuff into what the owner wants it to look like, or how to say that. In Rarity's case, it turned everything into gold and stuff like that. So it could be really interesting to see what Queen Chrysalis is actually wanting, and if that's like the ultimate goal of her to get that. Now, Second also talked a little about gems, normal gems, but I don't feel like they have bigger value than having like being currency, or how to say that. I know like Spike is eating gems and maybe it gives some form of power, but I don't feel like they're going to use gems for the end result, or how to say like that. The only gems I think is going to happen something to is the memory gems or memory crystals that is in the chandelier over the cutie map. I really do feel like that's going to fall, and I really do feel like somebody's going to get all of the memories implanted in them, or how to say that. But then I was like thinking about the last thing that I actually got to think about with looking at the Necronomicon book. That was like scrolls or books in general, because like we have seen books being used before and having really knowledgeable information. For example, like there was the book like Flurry Heart Destroyed that had the way to collect the crystal heart. And we had like books Sunburst are reading in, and of course Twilight is reading in, that is really, really powerful. And we also have scrolls like the Scroll of Time, like Starsword the Bearded had invented. Now I know the Scroll of Time disappeared with the time traveling spell, or how to say that. But I think like he is capable of making it again, or how to say that, make a copy if he was really needed to do that. And now the pillars are in the My Little Pony universe. I actually feel like Queen Chrysalis could go after Starsworld. I know like this is really out there, but think about it, like he's in the world, he has the ability to travel through time, or he has some really extended knowledge about like books and spells and everything. I would actually go after him. or I would go after Sunburst, not only because like Sunburst is also he's not powerful in like throwing magic around, but he knows a lot with like he's been reading, and you know, that could actually complement Queen Chrysalis really much. And also Starlight has a fondness for Sunburst, so living off his love for her would be something like I feel like Queen Chrysalis should think a little bit more about. Now the thing with like the books and stuff like that is like I don't know about how that's going to be a weapon. Like here I must agree with Second and say like the pendant has a bigger possibility to be used, the Alicorn amulet, because like if she finds out, Queen Chrysalis, that there is a necklace or something in those lines that can boost her power and make her even stronger, I think like she would go for that instead of like going after a pony. But I might be wrong, because like I'm also thinking she needs somebody to take the love from to become stronger, and I really do feel like she needs a pony for that. If she's going after like Star's World or one of the maybe the pillars themselves, like overtaking them and turning them all evil, and turning them against the real main six, I would actually like say like there's a big possibility for that as well. But maybe I'm getting too way ahead of myself and we are not going to see the pillars again. But I really feel like it could be nice to see at least Star's World again, and see if he like have been turning in the place where I think like he said like he was going to stay in the world of My Little Pony, but he hadn't had a place to settle down. And I think like the place that he's going to settle on is the library in the Crystal Empire, because like that's his library. There's no question in my mind, like that is Star's World library. So yeah, I think like he's going to be like there. And I think like Queen Chrysalis is still trying to overtake the Crystal Empire, even though like she knows she can't do anything about Princess Cadence and Shining Armor. I still feel like she has an inkling in the back of her mind to overtake that as well. Or maybe she will get the idea if something happens with her and Sombra, or her and the Shadow Pony. So, but I don't know, maybe it's just me and all of my fan theories, but I really do feel like there's a potential for the writers to get the old pillars, or how to say that, the old main seven, or how to say that, into the game again, and actually maybe turn them into the seven deadly sins, including Queen Chrysalis, that is like really greedy or jealous, or like I guess like also prideful or wrathful. So she could be a lot of the things. But something I still believe is going to save the day is the CMC, the new children main six, or it's going to be like Starlight that sacrifices herself, or Celestia that sacrifices herself to actually help the main six to find out what is like going on, or like what it could also be a really nice lesson to children to be like, sometimes you have to sacrifice the most important thing for you, or the most like the highest of high, or how to say that, to actually move on and like get a hold of yourself, or how to say that. That's something, a life lesson that I had to learn a couple of times. So yeah, But I hope like the show is going to make it a little bit more what is that, fun, or like not that dark as I'm saying it's going to be. But that's actually all for today. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. And I'm going to continue with these theory stories or theory videos. So I'm sorry, but if you don't like it, as I said in the start, click away or else stay. Yeah, that's actually all. Yeah, okay. Bye.